Welcome back to another week's edition of Goat Gaddis Real Estate Radio right here on AM 920 The Answer. In this segment, we have our Metro Atlanta residential real estate update for the last 7 days. In our Something You Should Know About Atlanta segment, we're featuring Goat Vineyards and Winery in North Georgia. And when the lights go out in your home unexpectedly, are you prepared? Will you be prepared? My name is Cleve Gaddis. Cleve is short for Cleveland, and you're listening to Goat Gaddis Real Estate Radio. For most people, buying or selling a home is the largest investment they'll ever make, and it's also the one filled with the most worry. My mission is simple: to help you trade your fear for confidence, uncertainty for clarity, and stress for peace of mind. This isn't just real estate, it's really about your life, your family, and your future. And we're all in it together. Let's talk, let's connect at GoGaddisRadio.com, GoGaddis Radio.com. You can send me your questions, you can share your ideas, even your challenges. You can also ask us to feature your neighborhood on the radio show in terms of doing some additional research, or subscribe to the podcast at any time. Again, that's GoGaddisRadio.com, GoGaddis Radio.com. Let's jump into the market update in the last 7 days in Metro Atlanta. And for those who listen who are thinking, why in the world do we have to listen to these every 7 days? It's because regardless of what's happening in the market, you can see trends long before the rest of the world recognizes something that's happened. If you look at the market every 7 days, you can see inventory rising, you can see inventory shrinking, you can see days on the market going up or down, you can see expired listings or listings with price decreases going up or down. You can see closing volume going up or down. And so that's why we do it every 7 days, because we think it's important for you, especially if you're a home seller or a home buyer who is actively in the market today, for you to understand exactly what's happening. In the last 7 days, we had 2,566 homes listed in Metro Atlanta. That's through the first multiple listing service here in Metro Atlanta, which includes all of Metro Atlanta counties. We had 1,166 homes go under contract, where a buyer and seller successfully negotiated an agreement on a purchase. We had 1,413 closings. So if we look at that, we had 2,566 new listings. We had about 1,400 less homes go under contract, which means we should have had 1,400 more listings at the end of the week, plus or minus, considering expired listings and withdrawn listings. We had 1,413 closings for the week. We also had 3,106 homes sold that had a price decrease. 3,106 homes sold, 3,106 homes, period, that had a price decrease for the week. So there were more homes for the week that had a price adjustment downward than there were total new homes listed for the week. What does this mean? Well, if you're in the market to buy a home in Metro Atlanta, I would say now's the time. Get out there, take a look at as many as you can, make some offers, because the reality is you'll probably find a seller who might be willing to be more flexible with you. I'm not saying give their house away, but be more flexible with you than they would have been 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Certainly back to 2020 and 2021 during the pandemic, when pricing went crazy. If you're a home seller, do I think now is a bad time to sell? No. The reality is, if a home is in good shape and is priced correctly, meaning if it's in above average shape and is priced correctly, they will sell, and they will flat sell fairly easily in today's market, because there's not that much really, really nice competition out there available. So if you need to sell, be sensitive as a home seller to the condition of your home, to the pricing of your home. Make sure you talk to a couple of real estate experts before you move forward. We'd love for you to talk to us if you consider doing that. Our number is 770-497-0000. You can also go to GoGaddisRadio.com. That's GoGaddis Radio.com. Each week we pick one thing about Metro Atlanta, and we call it our Something You Should Know About Atlanta segment. And it is, we believe, most people who live in Atlanta are not from Atlanta, or we don't believe that. That is actually the fact. And we want you to know as much about Atlanta as you possibly can. We love it, and we want you to love it every bit as much as we do. This week we're featuring Goat Vineyards, which is located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It's owned and operated by Dave and Robin Higginbotham From conception to crush, their grapes are gently cared for and their wines are fully handcrafted. They take a minimalist approach. They specialize in producing small lots of high-quality wine, and they really focus to produce the best possible fruit to work with. Their appreciation of the earth started back in Ohio while owning a self-sustaining farm. Hand-picked fruits and vegetables fed not only their family there, but also the animals that lived off of the soil. The fond memories from their time in Ohio paved the path for them to venture into the vineyard business. Family is very near and dear to their hearts, which is why they ventured into a business that allows them to work together while doing something they love. Their family-owned vineyard and winery welcomes you to the experience. Welcomes you to experience their handcrafted wines and the conversation with family. People always ask them how they came up with the name, and after a long, hard day of vine work, they climbed to the top of the mountain and felt like fainting. From there, their nickname, Fainting Goat, was born. Do they have goats? They certainly do. They have 4 real fainting goats on the property: Ronnie, Reagan, Dolly, and Mammy. Yes, they really do faint. They also love to play and visit with wine drinkers. They are protected by their 2 Great Pyrenees dogs, Teddy and Rosie, and all of the animals on the property are very, very fond of visitors, which is good. You might be wondering why they're called fainting goats. Well, a fainting goat is a breed of domestic goat known for a unique and surprising trait. When startled or excited, their muscles temporarily stiffen, causing them to fall over and appear to faint. This condition is actually a genetic disorder called myotonia congenita. I think I'm saying that right, myotonia congenita. Anyway, at the Fainting Goat Vineyards, they offer live music every weekend day and have sunset concert series during the season. Their live music is always a free event, and they welcome you to bring your own food and enjoy wine outside on the terrace. They also offer small bites of food such as charcuterie, chips, olives, and items such as that available for purchase. They are dog and kid friendly, so bring the whole family and enjoy a day at Fainting Goat Vineyards. For more information, go to Google, just search Fainting Goat Vineyards in Georgia, and you'll find all of the information you need. When the lights go out at your house, especially unexpectedly, do you know what to do? Today we're going to shed some light on how to stay safe, how to stay sane, and how to be prepared for a power outage. We think it's very important. So here's some simple tips to stay safe and comfortable during a power outage, whether it lasts a few minutes or a few days. This is before the outage. Number 1, have an emergency kit ready. Include flashlights, batteries, a battery-powered radio, water, non-perishable food, medications, and blankets. Also charge your devices. Keep phones and power banks fully charged when storms are predicted. And then know how to manually open your garage door if it's electric, and most of them are. During the outage, make sure you, number 1, avoid using candles. Use flashlights to reduce fire risk. That makes sense. Keep your fridge and freezer closed. Food stays safe for up to 4 hours in a fridge and 24 to 48 hours in a full freezer once the power is out. Make sure you unplug your electronics. You do that to prevent damage from power surges when the electricity returns. That makes sense. I had a whole house surge protector on my prior home, which always made me feel much more comfortable. And stay warm or cool safely. Use layers for warmth or battery-powered fans. Never use grills or stoves indoors for heat. Man, I had a landlord one time had a tenant whose stove was out, and I guess the rent was so cheap they didn't want to tell the landlord. And the landlord went to the house to find an outdoor gas grill in the kitchen. I do not imagine that is very healthy at all. You also make sure you need to stay informed. Use a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio for weather updates and emergency alerts, and follow local authorities' instructions on shelter, evacuation, or restoration timelines. And make sure you avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Never run a generator indoors or in a closed garage. Keep it 20 feet from the doors and the windows for sure. This segment of the show is brought to you by the law firm of O'Kelly and Sorahan. They're a full-service law firm with 30 offices throughout Metro Atlanta. They specialize in residential real estate closings, including home purchases, refinance closings, corporate relocation, and real estate contract review and title insurance matters. They can be reached by calling 770-497-1880. One more time, 770-497-1880. They are our preferred closing attorney. I suggest if you use them, you'll probably never use any other firm again. If you're thinking of selling your home anytime in the next year, we want to make sure you get the upside. If you're listening thinking, well, I need to sell my home in the next year, but I don't know what he means by the upside. Well, there are different ways to sell your home in 2025. You can sell for all cash and get a guaranteed offer to close in as little as 21 days. We can help you with that. You can list your home as is and sell it as is, where is, without any repairs or improvements. We can do that for you. You could spend a little bit of money and time getting the home in absolutely pristine, perfect showing shape to try to fetch the highest sales price possible. And our rehab and refresh program actually provides up to a $15,000 allowance to make improvements to your home to make sure that it fetches top dollar when it's time for it to sell. And lastly, you could actually be in the need of buying your new home before you sell your existing home. And we have the ability to help you with all four of those things. There's also lots of other things that we could do to help you. Each family, regardless of the definition of your family, is unique. What you need from a timing standpoint, an investment standpoint, and a return standpoint, a cash at closing standpoint, they're all different for everybody. And so we want to make sure that in today's very complicated market that you're as well educated as you possibly can be and that you can get the upside. It's real simple. Go to GoGaddisRadio.com, click on the upside. Answer a few questions, probably take less than a minute. You'll be on and off the site. We'll reach out to you, and I will personally review all of the different ways for you selling your home so that you get the upside. We're going to take a break. When we come back, what if you're selling a home that's owned by a trust or maybe an LLC or a corporation? There's a lot of confusion around how to do just that, but we're going to clear that up for you. Stick with us. We'll be back.